Hi guys, so this is to walk you guys through your syllabus and your course calendar. And as you guys can see, I'm gonna kind of take you through all of the material as fast as I can. There will be a quiz associated with this, so make sure you pay attention to all of the details. If you ever need to access this information, it's here in the syllabus tab as well. But essentially this course goes from August 19th through December 12th. Your final exam week will be December 9th to the 11th. You guys can find your withdrawal dates here, and your course withdrawal last date is 11/7. So my name is Brittany Estes, and of course, and if you need to email me, you can have my email right there, but I prefer that you email me through Canvas because that is the one that I check every single day. The other one is my faculty email. So please go ahead and just email me through Canvas if you need anything. Office hours available upon request online. And if you contact me, I will respond to you within 24 hours via Canvas email. There is not a textbook required for this course. There's a recommended textbook by the college, but again, it is absolutely not required. All you need for this course is to make sure that you have, good internet, something to store your work on, and you will need access to Microsoft Word. So if you don't have Word, make sure you go download it. It's free online. You'll need to turn in your major writing assignments, your essays, as Word documents. So English 102 basically is a continuation of 101. This course is really focused on argumentation and rhetoric, and you guys will also be doing literary analysis as well. You guys can kind of read your learner outcomes, and you know that, of course, this is an online course. The three major assignments that you'll have for the course, the 3 units, essentially. One is a short argument essay, so that's 3 to 4 pages. One is a research essay, that's 5 to 6. And then you'll have a literary analysis essay over a specific short story. That is also 3 to 4 pages. You guys can kind of read about the technical competencies, but essentially make sure that you do have, again, access to internet. Make sure that you have access to your Canvas modules. Excuse me. Make sure that you have access to Microsoft Word, and then, of course, any needed software to make sure that you can access all the material. Essentially, this class is on average 1 to 3 hours outside of class per class hour. So on average, you'll spend about 3 hours in this course on the work. And you guys can read kind of classroom decorum expectations, making sure that you're using complete sentences, good spelling and grammar, making sure that you're respecting that this is an open space. So you need to be respectful of everyone in the course. The attendance policy is right here for you guys. Do know that there is an attendance policy in place from GCC that essentially says that you do need to be responsible for any missed work or any work that you are going to have to leave for a school excused absence. Note that also that if you do violate the attendance policy, which is, I believe, 15% of class instruction, that it can raise issues with participation and attendance. And you guys can kind of read the assessment information, but note that this is an online course and it is open. You have access to entire units at a time, so you actually can work ahead. So you are responsible for making sure that your work is turned in on time. There is no late work for the course because of that reason, and you cannot recycle work, so you cannot use work either from another class or previous assignments within the course for a second assignment. Make sure that you, of course, turn in your everything by the deadline on Central Standard Time, and if you do have a specific reason that has a compelling reason for an extension, you will need to make sure that you email me well ahead of the due date. You can't email me, say, the night that something is due and asking for an extension. You guys can kind of read the requirements as far as just how the level of work, but do make sure that your work is up to college level. There are 1 or 2 small assignments at the end of the course, which will give you extra credit opportunities. And the plagiarism is very simple. Please don't plagiarize. That means pulling information directly from the internet without citation. That means copying a classmate's work or copying previous work from your own self, either in this course or another course. We do use a plagiarism detection tool that is very, very good, and it will not only highlight what's plagiarized, but it'll take me directly to the source, whether that's an internet source, again, or another student's paper, or even your own papers. So just please don't do it. It's not worth it. It will get caught every single time, and it's really not worth it to plagiarize for a 3 to 4 page paper. If you plagiarize, you can fail the assignment, you can fail the course, and you can fail. You can be kicked out of extracurricular activities. You can even be kicked out of the college. So again, just not worth it. Please, please, please don't do it. Okay, for the grading scale, you guys can see it's pretty simple. The assignments that you guys are going to be doing, there is 3 major essays. The first is 20, the second is 20, and the third is 15%. You have a final exam worth 10. You have discussion boards worth 10, quizzes worth 10, journals and writing assignments are 10, and then your participation is 5%. There is a course eval available to you after midterms, making sure, again, that you are upholding the ethical standards required of you by the GCC handbook. And then if you do have a request for an accommodation, you'll need to go through the office to make sure that that is documented with the office. They will contact me. There's paperwork that needs to be filled out. So we will make sure to get those accommodations taken care of. We just make sure that that goes through the office first. Again, equal opportunity, so be careful of your language. This is an online course. Everything you put in writing will stay in writing. So make sure that you are respectful of all ages, races, religions, colors, creeds, everything. You guys can read the copyright disclaimer yourself. All right, the class schedule. So essentially this class, you guys will have access, as I said, to entire units at a time. So all of Unit 1 will be open to you, and then after Unit 1 paper is due in week 6, Unit 2 will open up, and that kind of helps us level set and make sure that we're all on the same page. And then Unit 2 will open, I think that's weeks 5, 6, and 7, or I believe. I'm sorry, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then in Unit 3 will open up through the end of the course, and then at the end, the final exam will open up. So you guys can work ahead if you need to. If you say you have a holiday coming up or travel or whatever it might be, you're more than welcome to work ahead. So essentially weeks 1 through 6 will focus on argumentation. So you will be working towards writing an argument essay. And you guys will see that the first week kind of breaks down into the introductory material, how to use Canvas, what is MLA, what is all the requirements for the course. And then your second week, you're going to kind of look at what is an argument. So you'll start looking at how argumentation works, what does an argument consist of, what are the points that you make sure you need to have. By week 3, you guys will be moving into how to read and write arguments. You'll do an analysis. Then you'll propose a topic in week 4 that will be approved or not approved by me. If it's not approved, you'll do a revision. By week 5, you're creating an outline. Week 6, you're working on your final draft. And your first final draft is due Sunday, September 29th. Unit 2 will open up here on the 30th of September. And this one essentially will focus on taking the same idea of your first paper and expanding it with in-person research. So an in-person interview and research, of course, from articles and statistics and information that can help support your argumentation. So you'll do that one basically through Sunday, October 27th. That's when that second essay is due. And then your third unit is a literary analysis essay. So we'll read a short story in the course, and you guys will do a literary analysis essay over that. And that will be due on Sunday, November 24th. That's right before the holiday. You guys will see that you don't have any work on the holiday the whole week. And when you come back, you'll prepare for your final exam. And then your final exam will be available to you from 1 a.m. on December 9th to 11:59 p.m. on December 11th. So you have 2 hours anywhere in that window to take your final exam. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, please email me through Canvas if you do have questions. That's the preferred way. And you can go ahead and move on to your next assignment.